Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back again. My name is Kaputze, and today I'm going to show you the second part of my answers to the question, should the IEDs be nerfed a second time? The first part is very interesting for you IED haters, because it's a little bit about my personal numbers. I have one IED class I'm pretty much using from the very beginning. So the numbers aren't perfect, but they show a tendency of how effective IEDs are regarding my KD. It's the class I'm using. You can see it in this gameplay. It's my Remington R5 for thermal sight and grip, and I'm using 2 IEDs. So I'm wasting 4 perk points to use those 2 IEDs. The KD of my Remington class, of my Remington, is 1.88. That means out of 100 gunfights, I win 65 of them. 35 times I die. This means I have 35 times the opportunity to plant IEDs. That doesn't always work because I want them to be placed in the right places. So I counted off 10%, which means out of these 35 times I die, I minus 10%, I plant 16 IEDs. So with this class, the complete class, there should be 36 kills I make with whether the IED or the Remington, which means I have KD around about 3 with this class. So the IED helps me very a lot. But this is not a problem of my class setup, and this is not a problem of me using IEDs. I think I have the opinion that it's your fault. It's your fault of all those who don't accept the fact that IEDs are supposed to be used in this game. They have not to be nerfed a second time. They are good as they are, and they have not to be taken out of the game. They work and they should be used. They could be used, so some of us use them. It's your fault because that you die by an IED, because you don't use blast shield, you don't use sit rep, you don't use agility, you don't jump or duck when you hear the beep of an IED, you're not going backwards, you don't use ballistic vest or ground jammer. All of those options in the game, that are in the game, are ignored by most of the IED opponents. This is the reason why my IED class is working. You have the chance to change it, but you don't. And the reason is that you are the opinion that the game should only be played in the way you play it, in the way you want it to be played. But there's a huge number of players out there, and they play the game how they want it to be played, or how they want to play. So they use knives, they use shotguns, they use snipers, they use IEDs, they use all kind of tactical and lethal stuff and perks. It's all in the game. IEDs aren't unfair because everyone can use them. It's unfair to use gamer headsets. Not everyone has a gamer headset. I would say around about 35% of all console gamers have headsets. You use SCUF controllers. Not everyone has. So you're trying to get an advantage over normal players. Not everyone has this technical stuff, but everyone has IEDs and everyone has the perk and the equipment and the movement options to counter IEDs, but you don't use them. So don't blame the IEDs, don't blame the IED users. It's about you and how you play the game. There's absolutely no sense in nerfing IEDs for a second time, because you have it in your own hands and you ignore this fact. So all you IED crybabies out there, think about it. Why don't you build your own IED class to counter it? So I tell you why. You want to have the biggest amount of kills in the scoreboard. You want to be on the top, so you only use kill streaks, but you don't use support streaks. 2 support streaks are against IEDs. You don't want to run Blast Shield or Sit Rep because you want your high mobility class set up. So you don't use it. And some of you can't jump, can't duck, or can't go backwards. That's all. IEDs are good as they are. Don't nerf them for a second time, Infinity Ward. That's stupid. It's just because a drifter crybaby is doing a video about it and he had a bad day because he has been killed by so many IEDs. Oh man, fuck that. I hope you liked my comment. Leave a like, comment below, follow my channel. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike or a comment, whatever. Peace, I'm out.